Fremont, Nebraska is a small town located in Dodge County and just under 40 miles west of downtown Omaha, and serves as a junction for Union Pacific's transcontinental route and a crossing point over the BNSF. The town was founded in 1856 and named after American explorer, politician, and military general John C. Fremont. It was established in anticipation of the Union Pacific Railroad. Just under 10 years later, UP built through and has been sending trains through this busy hotspot for the last 157 years. Looking from above, you can see the track plan that is Fremont. Running west out of town is the UP Columbus Subdivision, which runs from Fremont to Grand Island. Running east towards Omaha and Council Bluffs is the UP Omaha Subdivision that runs from Fremont to Missouri Valley, Iowa. And lastly, running northeast and the Mainline to Chicago is the UP Blair Subdivision that runs from Fremont to Missouri Valley, Iowa, where it becomes the Boone Subdivision. Most traffic is manifest, intermodal, coal, and grain. Besides the mainline action, UP also features a decent-sized yard and serves various customers at Fremont. They build grain trains out of Gavilan grain and serve the Lon D. Wright coal plant. The neighbor to UP is Burlington Northern Santa Fe's Sioux City subdivision, running from Ashland, Nebraska to Sioux City, Iowa. Traffic on the main consists of manifest, ethanol, and grain. They have various spur tracks for servicing customers and interchange with UP. On the north side of town, they have an intermodal facility where they build stack trains. Fremont was also once home to a tourist railroad as well, the Fremont and Elkhorn Valley Railroad. Sadly, it went bankrupt. The equipment was then acquired by the Nebraska Railroad Museum, which recently sold off all the equipment. I'll link to my video in the description below. Enough talk and let's get into the action. This is Fremont, Nebraska. We started off by looking into the yard at Union Street. Here we see the yard job at work with ex-Western Pacific GP40N 1543. Moving over to Main Street, we get a look at our first mainline train. It's an eastbound double-loaded coal. Up front is a duo of rebuilt GEs with a former AC 6000 on the point with a neat K3HL horn. This train is heading down the Omaha Sub and will likely split into two somewhere along the line. A pair of Canadian GEVOs can be heard idling as mid-DPUs as the train holds near 40 miles per hour before picking up to 50 once clearing Fremont. The first half of our train was a set of leased coal hoppers, while the second, marked by COLX, is owned by Alliant Energy and will terminate in Iowa. Nose in on the rear is UP 8806 and SD70AH. Keeping on Main Street, but moving to the BNSF, we find southbound loaded grain train GMNX FTX, headed to Fremont, Texas, with a pair of Dash 9s in an ES44 DC. A while later, moving back to Union Street, we find a welded rail train departing a crew change and heading up the Blair Sub. Faded ES44AC 8267 takes the lead. Down at M Street, a GE Tier 4 takes charge of a manifest heading west on the Columbus. Just a couple minutes later, we catch yet another ET44AC leading, this time on a Z train heading eastbound with 2 diverging clears onto the Blair Sub. The Bell Street overpass hangs above the Blair Sub as well as the yard and Gavilan grain tracks. Rounding the bend is UP 2543, a Tier 4 ES44AC-H. These units are neat since while they appear to be a ES44AC, they have Tier 4 internals, hence the reason for being numbered in the ET44AC number line. Following the stack clearing the diamond, a green is lined through for a northbound BNSF. It's Kansas City to Wilmer manifest. A solo ES44DC is on duty for the train. After a bit of waiting, our next train showed up, MNPAL, manifest from North Platte out of Bailey Yard to Altoona, Wisconsin. 5 units are on the front with a good old Thundercab leading first. After getting a new crew, the train proceeds east. Next up is the WPSX load co pulling in for a crew change. Once they're ready to go, they get a clear down the Omaha Sub. This train will end up in Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. The rear DPU is AC 4400 6385, a former Southern Pacific unit. Very slowly approaching is ZLT G2, which will drop a crew off. Note how close the mid DPUs are to the head end. A pair of AC-44 CW CTEs bring up the quote-unquote middle of the train. On another day, we catch another pair of CW CTEs leading a loaded rack train west off the Blair. One of the best spots in town for eastbounds is the Broad Street overpass. UP 7183, a rebuilt AC-44, now classified as a C-44 ACM, looks great as it drags this double coal load east towards Council Bluffs. In the middle is a mixed bag of GEs, first a ET-44AC, then a Little Shield AC-44, followed by a winged and ex-Southern Pacific AC-44. Right behind them is 120 NSPX coal loads for XL Energy. ES-44AC 8074 brings up the rear. I kept the camera focused on the yard job, trying to get a good passing shot as a WPSX empty runs west. At the same time, an eastbound intermodal was also approaching. Quite the meet. A duo of rebuilt AC-44s lead the coal, while two non-rebuilt AC-44s lead the intermodal. Moving up to Broad Street again, BNSF XUFLM GAT rolls south with a colorful consist, including Ferromex and CSX. Back at M, two more AC-44s are leading a stacked train on the Columbus. Moving over to Military Avenue, northbound BNSF X Pan Am powers through the crossing with a toaster on the lead. Our last train is the Eastbound manifest heading up the Blair. SD70AH 8761 leads the way. I hope you guys enjoyed this more detailed video on the operations of Fremont. Thanks for watching.